Hello everyone and welcome to the February plan with me. This one might not be a long one since we did all of the heavy lifting in the January plan with me, as well as the 2026 planner setup, reset, that video, the planner prep video. Here we are in the 2026 weekly task planner from Cloth and Paper, Spiral. I'm still getting used to it. I decided to film on my coffee table because I feel like it won't look so washed out like it has on the white table. And this is what we had for January. Let me go ahead and zoom in. For the categories that you see here, or the goals sections that you see, we did some revisions last month. You can revisit that where I talk about why I selected these 8 and what they mean to me. But for now, I'm just going to go over what happened and what didn't happen. I believe I did read and study Ezra. I did not get to Judges, so I'm going to just carry a few things over. I played so much chess to the point where it is now a daily routine that I need to play multiple chess games a day. And I have teetered into intermediate games and I went right back to beginner because they were beating me up. Read 4 books. I actually read 7 books in the month of January, which is probably why this video is a little behind because I was reading a lot. Create. The piano is out. I'm currently looking at it right now. It's my keyboard. It's a folding or foldable keyboard. I brought it out of hiding, but I still have not used it. So that is something you'll see for February. Communicate. I feel like I should highlight half of this because I went over my numbers and days of the week in Mandarin, but I didn't really go past that. I didn't go into months yet. And sentence building, didn't touch a lick of Spanish. No new words have been acquired. No new sentences or phrases have been made, unfortunately. Now, move. Even though nothing is highlighted, I do have some accomplishments and we'll talk about that. Give, I donated to my alma mater, specifically to the university library. It wasn't a large donation by any means, but it is the start of my donations nonetheless. Sustain, I did weekly check-ins. Why am I holding the pen like that? I did my weekly check-ins. Did I like what I was seeing? No, but I did them. I did not do meal prepping, but I was eating meals that I prepared, if that makes sense. Like I didn't prepare for the week, but I made enough so that I wouldn't have to cook every day. Build, stop working after hours. I feel like the only reason why I'm able to check this off is simply because I'm training for something, so I didn't really have a choice. I didn't have any work to do after. Write my grad statement. Okay, so we're gonna move on, because I didn't do that either. Here we are on this sticky note, very long sticky note. And this is kind of where I do a little bit of a brain dump on what January highlights I had going on and February expectations. And then throughout the last week of January, I kind of flesh out what really needs to be written. Here are some of my highlights. More workouts than 2025. The sad part is I didn't work out a lot in January, but I did work out more than I remember working out in 2025. So I feel like it's a small win, but a win nonetheless. I posted 6 videos, which January is not the month I'm concerned about. I usually put out quite a few videos in the month of January. I visited an allergist for the first time. It was very eye-opening and interesting. Even though I'm putting it as the most motivated I've been in a while, the mindset changed months ago and the actions came into play in January. So I feel like putting motivated here makes sense. And for my February expectations, at first I put 3 to 5 workouts each week, and I'm going to stop saying that for now. I just need to work out more than the month before. I can say at the filming of this video, this morning's workout felt really good because I hit my 12 splat points on an at-home workout, which, if you know, for some people that is a challenge because you have to work really hard to get to 12 splat points at home. In a 30-minute workout, I felt really good about that. I felt good about it. I put more piano lessons, but really piano lessons. I just need to do them. 2 appointments scheduled, preferably maybe an eye exam or even a dentist appointment. Not necessarily going to the appointments, but at least having them on the books so that I know that they're coming up. And read 3 books. I've already finished one book for the month. I know that I told you we're 7 days in. That is correct. I've already completed one of the three. The three books that I have in mind, these are not for prudes, okay? These books are not for the prudes. That's all I can say. So Only for the Weak by Natasha Bishop is the book that I completed so far. And then the other two that I have is Nobody to Love You Better by M.L. Bash, and then Glory by Aria Days. Again, these books are not for the prudes. Sorry. I already have my pillars listed out. So as I've already said, some stuff is going to carry over from last month because I didn't accomplish them. And then there are other things that I might update. So I'll be right back because the angle right now, it looks okay, but I'm uncomfortable. So I need to write and then show you. I have some things written down. Let's get into it. I think it's important that as the months go on, I'm not just creating more tasks for myself instead of completing ones that I've already put to paper. For Believe, I didn't add any brand new books of the Bible that I want to read. I want to actually complete what I've already set out to complete. So I'm only putting Read and Study Judges because I didn't do that last month. And then for Think, I have read 3 books and play more intermediate games. Even though I might exceed the 3 books, I still want to just read 3. 3 to me feels like you've read an average of a book a week. It's a shorter month, not by a lot of days, but it's a shorter month. You have reached 10 books at that point if you read the 3. I think that that is pretty productive. And to play more intermediate games, even though they're more challenging and more frustrating, that also explains why I need to play more of them so that I learn the different puzzles and how to get out of different situations while I'm playing. And I think that will really improve my tactical game, which I'm not a tactical player at all. Piano practice. I just put practice because I haven't done any practicing and it feels like avoidance at this point. But to work on my piano basics, my posture, my finger workouts, which sounds crazy to say, but that's really what I'm doing. I'm creating that muscle memory between my hands and the keys and short pieces. Hot cross buns, okay, sure. But I think if I have a song in mind that I'm really wanting to play from memory, then that will motivate me to really practice a lot more. I just put piano practice. However it comes out, fine. Communicate, I put Mandarin and Spanish back on here, of course. Days of the week, even though I'm aware of what they look like, I haven't been practicing the pronunciation, and learning the numbers really helped me understand how the days of the week are written or spoken. So that really helped at least build a foundation in January. Months, I'm gonna tell you, I don't even know what they look like, so who knows what that is. And verbs, I think once I understand the verbs, creating the sentences will probably be maybe not easier, but the next step. Same thing with Spanish. Like my pronunciation is okay. It's pretty good actually, but creating those sentences out of all of these words that I already know, I need to get it together and stop speaking like a 2-year-old. Move, more workouts than January. We already talked about that. And weigh-in and measurements. I did a weigh-in in January. Did I like what I saw? No, of course not. But I didn't do any measurements, and I think I need to do that too. Donate to Science ATL. I gave quite a bit to them last year, and I didn't get to involve myself in the events, which I hope to do this year, but I at least know that I want to donate to them like I did last year. Sustain, I'm still going to put weekly finance check-ins because I feel like it's important for me to know where my money is going, where it shouldn't be going, and where I need to maybe rein it in a little bit. And then for meal prep, I do want to at least attempt to meal prep better than I have in the last few weeks. And then for build, I only have one thing down because it's the main thing for me. Write my grad statement. I need to spend some time maybe in the library outside of my usual environment to really put pen to paper and figure out what direction I'm going in. Because honestly, if I can't write the grad statement or take time to write the grad statement, how am I taking time to take the classes? So that's what I have here. I don't really have any important dates, to be fair. There's some events that might pop up as the days go by, but I'm not going to put anything here for now. And for my priorities, do I have space? Sorry if there's a bit of a shadow, so I'm hoping that I'm writing properly. And I'm just going to say this. Tomorrow's the Super Bowl. I don't care anything about the Super Bowl. I'm not a football girl. I do like the camaraderie of it all, and I do like the excitement behind the sport, but it's not my sport. I haven't been to LA Fitness in quite a while, and this is big for me because, well, we've talked about it before. I was a gym girl until I wasn't. Until I wasn't. I think I'm only gonna do top 3. That would make me feel good if I actually do my grad statement, visit LA Fitness, and have some piano practice in. I feel like I'm well on my way, and Q1 has been productive. I think that's good. For the month at a glance, again, I don't have much to report. And even for last month, I started putting things, but it's like, I'm not using it. I'm not really using it. I don't have anything really going on outside of training for work. And my friends have had some major milestones in their life, so they're not really doing anything outside of embracing these chapters that they're in. So there's not much for me to really write down. I think this month there will be more activity on this overview because I have some reading goals that I want to meet, which means I have to venture out to get them done. And then I also might have an event or 2 to go to. So I might have things, but right now there's nothing there. And then here we have the YouTube videos that I want to present. And I know it seems crazy. You have your planner. Why aren't you just writing on it? Well, this is my brainstorm before I commit to whatever it is. And I think that this is what I actually am going to write in. The reading vlog that I didn't post in January is something that I still want to post. Something that I told myself is that I'm trying not to hoard footage. Just because I might not like how it looks doesn't mean it's not good. It's just that I don't like it. Like, my hair's all over the place in that reading vlog, but I'm in the comfort of my own home. Let my hair run wild. Let it be lopsided, whatever. I'm going to still put it up, but I want the February plan with me to go up first. So that's why that's not up yet. And then I did get some new items, and I am going to put all that together and create the A5 rings flip through. I would like a vlog out. I haven't vlogged in quite a while. That was the primary set of videos I used to post when I first moved to Atlanta, was weekly vlogs. They used to be Monday night vlogs, but then I just kind of stopped doing that. And then a reading vlog, 12-hour reading challenge, where I can really get some pages turned, some chapters read, some books completed, you know? So I think that would make for a good February YouTube list. And I am going to put it on paper, but I just want you to see where my mind is. And then more language takeaways. As you can see, Mandarin and Spanish again. No, I didn't fill it in for January, but that doesn't mean I won't go back and fill in those pages, because I will. And same thing here, I am going to put pen to paper for these 2. And then for the week that you missed, I figured since we're here and we're talking about the things, this is how my week went. Yeah, training, and thought I was gonna edit and post a video, thought I was gonna read, thought I was gonna do 2 miles. What I did was took a deep breath after work, because the mental gymnastics I was doing learning this material and trying to execute it, exhausted. So yeah, these things didn't happen. So this was a trial for February. This let me know how February was going. But training is almost over, and hopefully the work days in the life, or whatever they're gonna be called, can come back. But I don't know how they'll look moving forward. But for now, this is what the week looked like. And I am going to fill in the weekend, which is feeling pretty productive, I will say. I'm going to do a flip through after I get these out of here, so that you can see what it looks like. I've put pen to paper. It is officially in here. That means it is what it is. Here is the YouTube section. and I'll be able to mark that off after you see this. And then the language section here, where I will finally put pen to paper again. And here's what I've added to the weekend workout, which I've done. The goal is to have 2 check marks here every time, but because it's Saturday, there's only one. Post the video, which will be this one. I'll check that off by tonight. And I did go get my car washed. To me, that was a priority because it really needed it. And then read 100 pages over the course of the weekend, post 3 TikTok videos for my book-related TikTok account. And then lastly, clean. Any cleaning that I didn't get to earlier in the week, I need to get to it this weekend. Those are my minimum plans, and that's it. That is the February plan with me. I hope that your February doesn't go by as quickly as January did unless you want it to. I hope that you are checking things off of your list. I hope that you are saving what you need to save. You're spending money responsibly like you were saying you would in January. I hope that whatever trips you have planned, you take them. I hope that there is a promotion in your future. There is a salary bump coming up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.